Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel. I'm A2B Monsters bringing you more Samurai Warriors 4 2. Continuation on where we left off on the Rising Star campaign, we have the 4th battle, Odawara. Those who are actually playing the previous generation, the 4, actually knows that this is fighting against, I guess, Kaihime and I think it's like Hokujo family, and looking at this, it's gonna be pretty much a big struggle because those who know Samurai Warriors knows 6 stars. Gonna be hard, but let's do this.
Ieyasu は秀吉との直接対決を制した。敗れた秀吉は講和を提案。巧みに家康を傘下に置く。脅威を除いた秀吉は天下統一事業を加速させる。四国九州を制し、朝廷からは豊臣制を賜った。やがて豊臣秀吉に反抗する勢力は関東の北条、奥州の伊達のみとなった。天正18年、秀吉は北条討伐を決意。降伏した伊達も加えた大軍で北条の小田原城を包囲する。秀吉は北条が降伏しないと見るや総攻撃を指示。物量に勝る豊臣軍は瞬く間に二の丸まで攻め込んだ。徳川軍の直政もまたこの包囲戦に参加する。彼の名はこの戦で天下に轟かんとしていた。神聖の将、小田原征伐。
Well then, that's another minute wasted. Not really wasted, but like I guess without translation, a lot of my English-speaking friends don't really know what's happening. So basically, even though we won the previous battle, but then a lot have happened in between. This is kind of like a few years after, or I guess a few months after. For the sake of, I guess, all the civilians, they decide to actually befriend, well, be under Hideyoshi because, well, according to the real history, he's actually stronger than Ieyasu, so yeah. So I guess after getting to level 10, I could actually learn these, but I'm not really decided on what I'm trying to choose because I noticed this character has a vast variety of skills, but I guess honestly speaking, the speed one could be pretty useful because I guess for hard and above levels, if your attack speed is crappy, you're up for some hardcore butt beating, so yeah. Well, damage is a must because obviously if you can't damage them, you'll get killed before you kill them, right? So, and of course I have to be having a lack of enough skill books. I have to remind myself to remember to pick them up because most of the time I just totally forgot that they even existed, so bad play on my behalf. And speaking of which, a lot of people were saying that, oh, like, is all the, I guess, gameplay of this game supposed to be that long? Oh yeah, I like how you can revitalize yourself a bit on the, I guess, power gauge, and of course reducing elemental attacks from your opponent and get yourself some more defense. And I have not enough skill books once again. What I'm saying is, I would want to give you guys the full experience of the game, so I'm not going to skip out on the, I guess, the whole thing. You guys could actually just like toggle the play bar, but or maybe I'm just too lazy to add annotations on my games, but I didn't expect this to be so much longer than 4, but you know, historical references are cool. A lot of people like myself actually really like it. But all in all, I'll just work harder on putting these videos up first, and I would try to work out on, like, I guess, annotations or whatever that is, because I still don't really know how to use YouTube. I'm only like uploading in my 50-ish videos, so please bear with me. I will work harder for all these, I guess, not really subscribers, more like my newfound friends off the internet. Thank you all for your support, and you know what, it's really my honor, and it's really happy for myself to be actually playing for you guys, because a lot of Japanese local games are not going to be released that soon in the States, unless it's Pokemon, of course. They already have the stuff translated, all good to go. So we're gonna go with the usual combo.
おじ上、いつまでも子供扱いはやめてくれ。俺は島津のため戦うだけだ。
調子に乗って突出するなよ、新入り。
はあ？ダメです、ダメすぎます。俺がそんなことをすると思っている時点でダメです。あと、いい加減新入り扱いはやめてくれませんか？
俺は島津豊久さ。さっきの話聞かせてもらった。一緒に頑固な大人たちを見返そうな。
なんだ急に。俺はお前と共に戦うつもりは。
遠慮すんなって。小田原城若い力で落としてやるんだ。ああ、
ダメだ、ダメすぎる。まためんどくさいのが増えた。
Okay, so it's not really a spoiler, it's not really surprising anymore, because it was mentioned in, I guess, like the little dialogue thing, the narration thing. So now we can use skills, which I guess is like a replacement for the items that is found in 4, but it's actually the exact same setting as the Chronicles 2. Whoa, this is totally revamped, man. Which kind of makes me have like a really sour and I guess sad feeling welling in front, like not in front, like inside of me, because there is no active violence or warfare that could result in happiness. I guess the end result of uniting a country to prevent further warfare is ultimately a happiness for the greater long run, but as a process of achieving such, I guess, equilibrium and safety, you have to go through excruciating experience. So yeah, back to the game. I guess like I don't even know what I'm saying. Yeah, I was saying that like it was mentioned that Shimazu, like the Satsuma people, actually joined force in the siege against the older, I guess, Takeda forces, which is basically just the Hokujo family, and they totally revamped up the Odawara Joe, because previously it doesn't look better, it just looks like Odawara in general. So right now you can see that, well, at least from this perspective, like this view right here, you can't really tell, but from, I guess, the bird eye view just now in like the, I guess, opening intro little sequence, it's kind of obvious. And of course, I've been only playing this character and Tarakatsu. Like, my review on this particular character after this game I'm gonna be 60% complete with his whole campaign, I have to say he's actually a really good addition to the game. It's pretty much a big risk to only introduce one character for a new game, because normally for any Dynasty Warriors games, there's more than one. I guess for Warriors Orochi, it's not like introducing new characters, because they haven't done a lot of introducing of new characters in the past 10, like the whole decade of the game. It's more like occasionally they would insert one or two. Like, I guess Shenno was like the recent insert of the, I guess, the Heavenly Force, but like, I guess Warriors Orochi aside, like the mainstream Dynasty Warriors, and this usually introduced at least like one or two in the main series, but like usually they have empires as well as, I guess, Extreme Legends for Samurai Warriors. 4-2 though, like I don't consider it as a, I guess, a spin-off like Dynasty Warriors, Empires and stuff. But 4-2 though, I was like extremely freaking skeptical back in November when this was announced. I'm like, hey, this sounds just really weird. So will you have 4-3, 4-4, PS4 Plus, like the iPhone. Like, what are you doing with this? Is this like a prototype fusing the Samurai Warriors Chronicles with this game? What are you aiming for? That's what I'm trying to say. And all in all, I was mildly surprised because they're doing a very good job in this, and I'm pretty excited to know what's coming up, because previously, I guess, on the Chronicles, they didn't, like, well, that was a very Scottish accent, or maybe I thought I was. They didn't really include a, I guess, obvious implementation of the Chronicles mechanism into 4. They did for a little bit, but I guess the mission concept, it was kind of implemented in 3Z already, which is, I guess I shouldn't be really surprised, because they had 3Z, which is almost like this one, except it's like a, I guess a beta version of this. It has better graphics and like the new mission systems, like a lot of incorporation of the, I guess, the whole mechanism from Chronicles. And 4, honestly, a lot of people are like, hey, they introduced Toro Takatora, they introduced Odani Yoshizugu, which actually, no. The only reason why I said no, first of all, you guys probably could have noticed that in the new characters commercial, those two are not in it. And I know perhaps it might not be released in the States, or maybe I'm wrong, but obviously in European countries, they haven't released a translated version of Chronicles, because it's like one of those, well, it's not obscure to my taste, but as like people who import games and translate games and stuff, it's one of those games that there's a risk of backfiring if you actually translate it and imported them. So it's, I guess, the right call on Koei to not produce a English version of that. But what I'm trying to say, like Takatora and Yoshizugu was actually from the other game. And I guess introducing one character wasn't that bad, but 3Z introduced no new characters, so I'm just curious, because I guess they, in the Extreme Legends, there's like, what's his face? There's Fukushima Masanori, there's Kato Kiyomasa, so at least they would put in, like, they would slap in 2 or above, but like this one though, 1. So they have a really bold approach, and this time they actually done a very good design on this one. Except, I guess, well, the more you look at him, it's like, hey, he's a nice hunk of man, but like at the beginning I was just like, oh my god, it's a spin-off of like When Young, where it's like a spin-off of those like jaggedy helmet hair, and the backside of him actually looks like Jiraiya with a cape, and he has, I guess, like Ishida Mitsunari's little horns. I like this particular game. I was like totally straying off from the Shimazu thing. Like, you already know that it's gonna be something between him and Shimazu Toyohisa, because first of all, from the opening sequence, you can tell they are highlighting the younger generation. Probably the Roman numerals too is like the second generation. Or maybe it's just that, but you know, like, you know you're gonna have like a friendship bonding thing. And I hope the friendship lasts long, because, you know, knowing Koei, they always do shit to just make you feel like you're gonna cry after the game, because all those touching moments. And whoa, burn heal, people. I got burned. Okay, that was not funny, but you know, like, see, like, they have this little brotherly whole relation coming up, because he's trying to save Ieyasu, and you're gonna save him because your new developed friend is worth saving. That's what I'm trying to say. And when is Fuma Kotaro so hard to beat? It's probably because he's still in, like, I can't find the flag dude, so this area is still kind of under a shade of red, so he's actually amplified in damage and defense. Can't blame him, but okay, Kotaro is one of those characters that has a really good development over time. First of all, I really like Hiyama Nobuyuki. He's a chubby cutie pants. And second of all, obviously, is because like this whole Luffy like wriggly arms and claws, extension arms and stuff, and his like I guess demon-like facade is totally cool. What I really got sad about is actually, I guess Hattori Hanzo. Like, what happened to him? I'd rather have him have this little, I guess, cloth covering his face rather than him becoming the purple Power Ranger. Okay, come on, people. You've got to admit he looks like Power Ranger to you guys. Or maybe it's just me, but like, honestly. Okay, now they have meteoroids. No, they're just using, I guess, cannon, but yeah. Hattori Hanzo, though, what a waste of Kuroda Takaya's voice, man. Kuroda Takaya. Wow, one of those hottest seiyuu alive. Like, he and I think it was like him and one of the, I don't even remember who. I think the new generation, it was the Takeuchi Ryota dude. They have like brisk, grizzly man voices, and in real life they look just manly as hell. Kuroda Takaya, man. Google him. Karate expert. One hunk of man. I have gerontophile issues, and I'm not like ashamed to admit it. It's like, you know, like hot uncles. Why not? Damn it. I'm just making this whole shit really awkward. Well then, I'll bring you guys some Hulk Smash just to ease the awkwardness. You know, like, yeah. Hattori Hanzo, like, going back to the whole character design. I hope there's no friendly fire, because that would suck if I get, like, Boom Boom killed by fire. Because I just said really crazy stuff just now. Please don't punish me. Yeah, what I'm saying, like, I guess the whole Hattori Hanzo thing. His attacks are fine, it's just real cool, like he's using the traditional, I guess, classic shinobi weapons, but his Power Ranger design, though, is a waste of Kuroda Takaya's voice. But all in all, I guess, like Kunoichi getting sexier and sexier over there, and the new addition of the squirrel. I still don't know what's up with the squirrel. I'll probably find out in, I guess, the unlockable chapters, because none of the chapters available right now actually could tell me anything about this little new mascot squirrel that looks like the, I guess, the Tokiden fox. So yeah, shinobi wise, I guess Kotaro's my favorite, and then Nene is really awesome because, like, I guess, yeah, Koei just amped up her sexiness, but her two huge, I guess, like, those moon-shaped blades, I'm not even sure are they moon-shaped, but those, like, charge attacks are just rad. And she's one of those, like, female characters, minus, I guess, Nohime is having extremely, I guess, promising attack stats. Don't, like, mistake me. Kaihime does well too. Problem is, her weapon has like a limited, I guess, attack range, as well as her charge attack is hard to control. But all in all, at least it's better than, I guess, Hayakawa Dono, because, well, speaking of a devil, I'm fighting her right now, her little pogo stick, or whatever the stick she's whacking her balls with, is just not good. So I guess the Muso doesn't really do justice, because in at least Warriors of Roshi 3, you actually really get close to each other and stuff, and, well, like, have a special animations, which you don't have right now, but all in all, doesn't really matter to me. This game, up till now, which is the 4th out of the 5 chapters, is really impressing me a lot. Like, all the visuals amped up, like, I guess the background, like the battered buildings and stuff. And right now, our mission is to beat him and end this game. I'm pretty sure, like, this whole game, unless I, like, decide to skip off the, I guess, the prologue and stuff. Oh, we're fighting on the rooftop, which is kind of cool, man. Like, feeling all shinobi and Japanesey. Yeah, so basically, it's gonna be, you should expect at least 20 minutes worth of video. I'm pretty sure the next one's gonna hit 30 at least, because it's the ending. You still want to watch the end credits, don't you? So yeah, I might consider cutting out the end credits and just make it an individual like video. Not like I'm gonna cut off the playthrough, but I'm just gonna say like I'm gonna probably give you guys the convenience of just viewing it. Like this walkthrough is basically just showing you what might happen in the game. So yeah. Once again, we beat another battle. This time better than the last battle. I'm more at ease, I guess, and leveling up is a must because I'm pretty sure the last battle is gonna be some hardcore ass whooping, and on-screen death would be very, very embarrassing. I hope I can avoid that, and getting some more weapons is always good.
Omae, やるな。あんな働きができるやつ、九州にもそういないぞ。
キャンキャンうるさいな。俺はただ徳川のために最善を尽くしているだけだ。
俺は島津のため、お前は徳川のため。なんか俺たちって似た者同士だよな。
はあ、ダメだ、ダメすぎる。俺にはまだまだ追いついてないぞ、島津。
それは認める。
潔すぎだろ。
だから俺はこれからお前を目標に頑張る。絶対にお前を超えてやる。島津は諦めないぞ。じゃあな、俺の好敵手。
なんだあいつ。寂しいんですか。
武家の娘に生まれた以上、主君のために他家へ嫁ぐのは戦国の習いだ。
寂しいんですね。
お前な。
そんな深刻な顔で何を。あ、ごめんなさい。直政がまた何かしちゃいました？
いや、すまん。どうしても聞いておきたいことがあってな。直政の口癖のことよ。ダメだ、ダメすぎる。あれはどこで身につけたものか。
実は私のせいなんです。私が井伊家の当主だった頃、家臣によくダメだって言われまして、小さい直政は私の後ろによくいたのですが、その家臣の口癖が移ってしまったみたいなんです。
なるほど、さようであったか。しかしダメすぎるとは。
直政は家臣が私にダメだって言うたびに、その家臣に対してダメすぎるって返してたんです。
幼いなりに母をかばっていたのだな。ふん、なんとも可愛い話ではないか。
直虎、惜しいことをしたな。ごめんなさいが口癖になればまだ可愛げがあった。
忠勝、それを言いにわざわざ来たというのか。まったく困ったものよ。
やっぱり引退撤回しようかな。直政が忠勝さんとうまくやっていけるか心配です。
Alright, man, that was like one hell of a sitcom. I actually liked it though, like how they develop a bond with each other and how he's actually being friends with his master now. I really like this whole setting. Well, it's a typical Japanese setting, I guess, but you know what? I like this stuff. I like this game a lot, and thank you guys for following up with this upload. I will see you guys in the final chapter of this Rising Stars campaign. Peace.